Handling touch events. In this section, we are going to see how to handle touch in the shooting game we have been creating. Let's start by opening the Aim and Shoot project by double-clicking the Xcode project file. Here we are going to see how to handle touch in Cocos2D. In order to enable touch to a Cocos2D class, we have to set the isTouchEnabled property of that class to yes or true. If this is done, then we won't be able to get touch events from that class. In this case, we are enabling the touch for the game scene in its init method. Once the touch is enabled, we have three methods to handle touch in Cocos2D. They are CCTouchesBegan with event, CCTouchesMoved with event, and CCTouchesEnded with event. The method CCTouchesBegan with event will be triggered when touch event is started on the scene. The method CCTouchesMoved with event will be triggered when the user moves his finger on the screen. The method CCTouchesEnded with event will be triggered when the user removes the touch action by removing the finger. The parameter passed to these touch handler methods are an NSSetObject, which will contain all the touches to that scene, and a UI event, which is the touch motion event in this case. We can get the individual touch using the AnyObject method of the NSSetObject. The resultant will be a UI touch object. We can get the touch location using the LocationInView method of the touch object. The parameter passed to this method is the view of the touch. Since we are using Cocos2D, we have to convert the touch location to Opengl standards. This can be done using the ConvertToGL method of CCDirector. Let's write the code to display the touch location on all the touch handler methods. Run the application. Touch anywhere on the game scene screen. We can see that the values are getting displayed based on our touch and also the event. Now let's add a source for bullet in our project, which responds to touch. For this, first add an image to the project. Create a sprite object using this image and place the sprite to the desired location in the scene. Run the application, and in the game scene, we can see the new sprite appearing in its actual position. Next, we can see how to determine whether a touch is inside a particular region or particular sprite in Cocos2D. For this, let's call a method on the touches moved handled. Inside this method, let's get the rectangular region of the new sprite we have added. Using the CGRectContainsPoint method, we will be able to check whether a particular location or point is within a particular rectangular region or not. Next, our plan is to rotate the new sprite based on the touch event. For this, first calculate the angle in radians based on the touch event and direction in the sprite. Next, we have to convert the angle in radians to angle in degree using the CCRadians to degrees static method. Then make the necessary changes to this angle value based on the rotation we need. Once the angle is ready, use the CCRotateBy subclass of CCAction method to give the rotation animation to the sprite. The action with duration angle method of CCRotateBy class is used for this. The first parameter to this method is the duration for the animation, and the second parameter is the angle value for rotation in degrees. Assign this rotation action as action to the sprite. Run the application and go to the game scene. We can see that when we move our touch on the screen, based on that, the cartridge sprite is rotating. So in this section, we have seen how to enable and handle touch events in Cocos2D.